Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. So we're going to go ahead and continue with our collective reads. This will be for all signs, which means it may or may not resonate with you in your personal situation. If it does, take what resonates. If it does not, leave the rest for those that it applies in their personal situation. All right, collective, there's so much more coming out. I did put out a reading a little bit ago talking about what's happening in real time out there for the collective. Yes, you have a smear campaign going on against you to target you. It's meant to harass, to gang stalk you by way of literally hacking your devices. How they're doing this is by hacking your privacy. No other way that they can get this information, collective. So it's the tech that I was telling you guys on my last reading. I was getting a download tech, something about IT. The only way that they can get the information to gang stalk you is they have to hack you, because the collective I'm hearing like are really private. So the only way that anybody can get whatever they're getting against you is to hack your personal devices. So the things that they're doing to target and harass you is exactly what it's going to take to do them in, collective. You might be able to sue somebody. Let's get into this particular energy, collective, because somebody actually broke some actual laws to break your privacy in order to do the gang stalking to stop your partnerships. Place the energy as it resonates with whoever we're talking about: friend, family member, the ex, the karmic attached to the ex, somebody at your job or business. Whoever it is, broke a law because you're a sweetheart, collective. You literally have a smear campaign going on. I told you this on my last reading. The ancestors needed you to know what's going on. So whether you're choosing to date again, whether you're choosing to get out there in the job market, you're interacting with friends and family, these people are smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back in the first place because they decided to believe some false information about you. Let me go back over to your energy. You're a sweetheart, collective. There's something like genuine about your energy that's coming out. Not that you're just a sweetheart, you're just a good person. A lot of people might think that that's naive, but I'm also telling you, a lot of people prey on people that they think is a sweetheart. They think you're naive. They think you are someone to be played until they play with you and they realize you're not the one or the two. You know what I'm saying, collective? And that's when people get like frustrated about you, because they made a conscious decision to manipulate you and they got mad that it didn't work. So how's that your fault? Anyway, I digress. Let's get back into this. Something about your energy is fresh. I'm hearing it's authentic. It's genuine, right? So these partnerships that you want to enter into, these person that you want to date, you would be a good partner, but for, okay, collective, somebody hacking your personal information and giving them lies, I'm hearing some type of misinformation between you and another person. Whatever this information is, it's getting diluted. So giving them fake documents, fake info, fake statements, and fake agreements because there's an entity attachment to this agreement. I'm trying to tell you, collective, this is what's going on out here. Yes, this is real. This does not just happen on TV and movies. This is happening to you right now. All right, collective? Whoever it is, it's somebody who did something to you. You left them because they did X, Y, and Z to you that they knew was wrong, that they kept trying to do it, right? And this is somebody who's like trying to like trade off their karma on other people by giving them false information about your new commitments. You see what I'm saying, collective? So if they get somebody else to buy the lie, well, they will be vindicated. They're not the one in the wrong. Look, collective, these people are lying through their freaking teeth. You changed the game. And like the way that I get this, look at this card. Like it's got the person with like a change of clothes. Like this is how I get like your energy. Like what is this? Like Wonder Woman? You just like ducked off, like changed for a second. It's like you didn't wear the clothes that they wanted you to wear. You know what I'm saying, collective? You didn't wear the life that they said that they wrote out for you with the false information. They knew they were lying. These people are avoiding the fact that they are lying to other people about you and this new commitment, this new job, new friendship, new partnership, or however this energy resonates. They're lying to people and they want you to wear the lie that they wrote out for your life. Whoever it is needs to sit all the way down. This person is getting exposed as an Ice King that's in the reverse. It's in the reverse because this person who's been extremely judgmental and trying to exploit your life has been exposed. But oh, by the way, there's a rich girl in reverse that's behind him too. I got a download. I heard two. There's two people. For a lot of you, it's more than two people. You have a whole group, family dynamic, or business out here trying to do this smear campaign, right, collective? But I'm getting, this is the hacker. This Ice King in reverse. This is the person that works in IT. This is the person that has access to something. Remember I was telling you on my reading yesterday, I was getting like something to give access and peddling access. Here it is. This is the person who did it. This is the person who gave access to your private information to then peddle it out to everybody else that you're getting into commitment with. Well, whoever that person is broke an actual law. It might be a federal law, collective. Whoever this rich girl in reverse is, this does give me like a Queen of Pentacles in reverse type energy. This is a greedy, like a pick-me type person. This person, I'm hearing they ganged up to hate on you because they wanted something off of you, some attention, some accolades. They wanted a level up. They wanted a new job. I was getting that on my previous reading. And what she's hiding behind door number 2 over here, she's hiding that she's also helping manipulate the situation behind the scenes to cause you endings. Oh, you're not innocent, rich girl in reverse. You're just not sitting there looking pretty. No. These two are working in tandem. That's why I got that download of 2. Y'all, we're about to dive into this particular energy because, and it's a weird thing because when you think about it, collective, innocent people don't act like this. Innocent people don't bring your name up in every single conversation to be like, oh, well, that person over there sucks and blah, 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 blah. Innocent people don't do that, right? It's people who are afraid of the truth coming out about them, which is why they do a smear campaign to dilute the truth about the sweetheart. Literally, collective, this is coming out next to the false information. People don't want the truth to be seen about you so they can be like, ha ha ha, cause an ending in their life. I hacked their computer. I hacked their phone. I know what they're doing. So any commitment that they get into, your ex is going to be like, nope, this person's not available. And just some dumb stuff, collective. Let's dive into the news about you. Something about you. You are aware of what they were doing, but you're still progressing. That's the message I'm being guided to give you. All right, collective, let's talk about this. What else is coming out? New boo. Collective, I cannot make this up. New boo came out in the reverse. I'm going to keep it like that. New love, learning each other, flirtations. I'm trying to tell you this is a confirmation. This is what people did to try to prevent you from having a new boo. All right, collective? It says wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. That came out in the reverse too, collective. Like somebody, like you have an ex out here. For some of you, you have an ex and a business rival. Somebody who does the same thing that you do in work or wants to do the same thing that you do in work. Somebody's a groupie that I heard. Whoever it is, exact repo problems, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. Somebody's having problems out here, and this is what they wanted for you. Collective, this is giving me like trying to project their failures, the things that they're having a problem with onto you. That's what I'm getting. Person wants you to like lose things, but this is not happening for you. This is some weird energy that we got going on here. Who it is a rebound, collective. It says flighty, temporary option, unpredictable intentions. People, I heard they want people to treat you as a rebound. All right, collective, whoever this particular person is, but you have harmony. This says balance, peace, and happiness. You have balances coming out in the upright. Again, you see these people negative intentions based on the falsities, but what they're saying or what they're telling people it's happening to you or they want to happen to you is not reality. You see what I'm saying, collective? Ooh, we got fuego, chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. There's somebody that you really like. And I pulled that on my previous reading. It's like whoever these people are talking to, these are actually potentially good partnerships, right? Really good business opportunities, really good romantic partners, and somebody's just aggy and they don't want you to have anything because you're not with them. All because they did the thing to be separated from, and they can't stand the separation even though they cause it, so they have to hack you to stay close to you. Collective, that's some Delulu behavior. Whatever it is, your fuego about your new beginning, your fuego about your opportunities. We got dirty money coming out here. Laundering, steal, illegal. Told you. This is somebody stealing your information to try to use it like against you or to give people other information that's false about you. What else is the news about you? But the thing that I'm getting, they're also fuego about, they're hot and fired, I'm mad about, is that at every turn, the thing that they said about you is always untrue. So when somebody comes to you with this BS, well, I heard such and such and such, you're like, here's the truth. You know what I'm saying, collective? So they get upset and mad because the narrative that they wrote for your life is not working. Collective, this is happening because you're the black sheep. Collective, this is giving me star energy. This is giving me like the chosen one. Yes, you are different. You're set apart for a reason. You have a big calling on your life. The black sheep deals with repelling, going against expectation, defying the norms. But a lot of people who think in a very narrow-minded way, they misunderstand who black sheeps are. They also bring about a lot of change. They also bring about progression, building partnerships. It's not always about separation and division, which is also what they're projecting. They can't project it if they don't carry the energy of division and divisiveness, right? So the divisive people who are carrying the energy of division is not your energy. You build partnerships. You bring people together and they don't like that energy. So they need to paint the picture of them, of you. So like trying to like destiny swap with you, collective, it ain't gonna happen because you got receipts. You know exactly what these two fools are up to, all right, collective? So that's evidence. Guilty as charged, exposed. Period, collective. Something about numbing, self-medicating, addictions, irrational behavior. These people may be numbing with substances, something about alcohol. Somebody drinks a lot. Um, I heard drinks a lot and self-obsessed. Somebody's a narcissist. Like they like talk about themselves and like this, like having delusions of grandeur while they're drinking. This is weird. Like, what are we tapping into here, y'all? Let me get one more on this news about you. Like, they got you on their mind like all the time, Collective, because they're trying to keep you chained. I'm telling you, I'm picking up on an ex and like a business rival or somebody wants to do the same thing that you do and they get mad because they can't. Talk about a codependency, unhealthy attachment weighed down. Period, Collective. That's their energy that they're trying to project onto you. That's why it's false information. It's false news. You can't call somebody and be like, hey, look what the collective is doing and be talking about yourself. That's literally the energy that I'm getting here. But yeah, we got this entity attachment attached to this commitment. Again, collective, this is somebody or a group of people that you want to be connected to, right? You think it's a good friend. But did you know your good friend was kikiing and ha-haing about all this false information? Like, ooh, isn't that funny? That's interesting. And they just went with it like it was just law. They just went with it. And I don't think that people really realize like how much they put themselves at risk of actually taking on other people's karma because they decided to believe a lie, didn't bother to fact check nothing. Like, okay, you decided to get bad karma. That's on you. Let's see what else is hidden behind these people who are hiding the fact that they were gossiping and trying to smear your name with somebody else's relationship. Y'all, we got private relationship and fulfilling a fantasy. That's these two knuckleheads over here. It's like trying to make you relive. It's like a Truman Show type energy. Trying to make you relive the same thing over and over and over. They keep doing it all. Collective, I can't make it up. Putting on a show. Told you. These people are putting on a show with people who don't know them like that, and you do. But again, collective, the message that the ancestors needed you to know, yes, this is the energy, yes, this is the intentions, but these people have a dark cloud over their life because the reason why they need to watch you so hard is because you know their secrets. You know what they do, right? So it's like the knowledge of it, but you're not malicious with it like them. You're not trying to taint other people's view of them like they are. They're afraid that you're going to do that, so their fears run them. You see what I'm saying, collective? So the fact that you've done nothing wrong should not be hanging over your head. It's hanging over their head. That's why they need to watch you all the time. This putting on a show is just a front. It's really just a front. All this bravado and acting out, collective, that's fear dressed up. But let's just keep it a buck. It's fear dressed up. So other people don't know that they're scared, that you know that they actually broke actual laws to do this to you. Right, collective? We got getting a room, hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure. I'm telling you, I'm picking up on an ex with a business rival or somebody who like tries to meddle in your business. Like, period, collective. And you gotta wonder what it feels like, y'all. We got doing drugs. Told you I'm picking up on some dependency issue. Somebody's out here doing drugs. Whoever this, hold on. I'm being told that there's more than meets the eye. Okay, so this is going to actually turn into a commitment in the reverse, collective. Whoever this is, it's something more than meets the eye, which is why the ancestors need you to know, hey, these people decided to make a choice to believe some negative energy about you because there's something about them that you don't know. This is protection. Rejection is God's protection, all right, collective? A lot of the times you don't know what people be doing behind closed doors. Woo! And especially if somebody heard something and didn't bother to fact check. You know what I'm saying, collective? That they decided to make that choice. Collective, it's outdated. Definitely. Talking about discarded, outdated, old, irrelevant news. They decided to believe some old-ish that's been done, put away with, ain't nobody thinking about it except for these two because they're paranoid because they were the people in the wrong. These people are trying to switch out the story and think you don't know what they're doing. These people are living in fear their entire lives. And I heard it's not funny, collective. It's caution. The fact that somebody might actually get arrested doing this crap says I hate nothing about you, collective. The fact that somebody feels like they're going to go to jail because they actually broke laws, now they're going to be like, I hate nothing about you. Lies, because here's what they're actually doing. For real, right now. You're scared because you're going to go to jail because of it, collective. I'm trying to tell you, this is why they stalk you and they hack you, because they broke the law to be a bugaboo in your life to keep up with you. Oh, are you going to tell on me? And the energy of being a narcissist is so like not in reality. Up is down, down is up. So really to be trying to make sense of this, why they do this is kind of a waste of time. And it feels like tiring in their energy, collective. These people are moving in the energy of envy. I feel like it's not an exhausted on your energy, it's on their energy. These people tire themselves out because they keep having to do this. They keep having to cover a lie with another lie, with another lie, with another lie. You start over, a new job. You got to lie to everybody else at that job and be like, oh, this person's horrible, and you never were. This is somebody who was horrible to you. Horrible to you. Broke an actual law that they can go to jail for, be sued for right now in real life, and has had to hack your personal devices to even figure out what you're doing in your life, to figure out what you're doing to be able to do this crap, collective. This is something weird here. This is what's going on with what's hidden. Let's get another one that we can understand what else is going on. We got two more. Toxic. I told you, the ancestors said whatever this commitment was, it wasn't all that was cracked up to be. There was something that you didn't know, and it's game over. Now you know. The ancestors are very clear with this energy. They are very, very clear. All right, collective, let's dive into the urban truth so we can find out more about why you had to flip the script and why you don't need to wear the false reality that they live in. Narcissists are not in reality. Something about themselves. Okay, so I'm getting pulled to this rich girl in reverse. Something about her is happening financially. Like she's actually having like a financial downfall. Oh, yes. Where's that card at with the repo? Where is it at? Something about this person is having like a financial loss, like for real, for real. This person is losing money. This person might have had something repoed, lost a house, lost a relationship or whatever because this Ice King is in the reverse. She's actually losing something financial and decided to take it out on you. It's not the way life works. Just because that you lost something doesn't mean you get to blame somebody else to make them lose something. What you did is on you, girl. Talks about not this again. I cannot make it up. Not this again, collective. The same drama returns. You're tired because it's unfamiliar. It's time to see it clearly. That's exactly why you change it. I'm trying to tell you, this Truman Show energy out here, your ancestors like, not my baby. Not again. All right, collective, we got social mask. Someone hides motives behind politeness. Masks slip under pressure. Truth reveals through expression. So these people in this commitment that you wanted to partner with, you see what I'm saying, collective? The people that decided to believe the BS, you would have seen their mask slip. It's something that you saw, something that you heard, like whatever it was, their mask visibly and audibly slipped in front of you. So they can't get out of the fact that you saw their mask. Somebody talks a certain way, and that way of speaking was a way to mock you or try to intimidate you, collective. Whoever the particular energy is, it says, stop chasing approval. You don't need validation to be worthy. Approval isn't the goal. Your truth stands on its own, period. I said that in my last reading. This is the energy of the lie spreads fast, but the truth stands on its own. Exactly. It says, stop chasing approval. Whoever this Ice King reverse person does chase approval, that's the part of their narcissism. They need to be like this constant adulation. Narcissists always need to be like adorned on all day long. You see what I'm saying, collective? But you don't. It says, upgrade your life. Small improvements compound fast. Your habits shape your future. You're building a better version of yourself. Yep, that's your energy all day long. And it's something that's got these people aggy. I want to pick up on that download that I had about this karmic feminine. What's going on with her? It says, know your worth. Woo, she don't know her worth. Your value doesn't decrease with rejection. You bring something real. Confidence builds from within. Exactly. And that's what I'm getting is triggering this rich girl in reverse. You have something that she doesn't have. Confidence. You know your value, you know your worth, and she doesn't because she keeps selling herself out to do these dumb things to create endings in your life while she's having endings in her life. You see what I'm saying, collective? It says, bet on yourself. Your potential is worth the risk. Your courage builds opportunity. You are your best investment. Exactly. And I feel like I'm trying to tell you, like, this waste of time energy, this energy of they're getting exhausted. These people, like, you would swear it's their job, right? You would swear it is their job because the way that they constantly come after you, they don't stop because they're trying to get rid of their karma, but think nothing about doing the things that give them the karma. Says, she said, what? A shocking comment spreads instantly. Reactions explode. Expect emotional aftershocks. Something about it's her. Y'all, whatever this is, something that she's doing, it's gonna like backfire on her. They're like, what's your problem, chick? Like, she said, what? That's what I'm getting. I'm trying to tell you, I'm getting the downloads. She said, what? This person is being seen as the bitter Betty that she is. All right, collective, this is what's going on here. Stop people pleasing. Y'all, we got this for her energy too. Their comfort is not your responsibility. You are allowed to disappoint people. Your truth deserves peace. Man, I couldn't have said it better. This is some karmic feminine who's a very narcissistic person that feels like anything that you do in life is wrong because she's got to be perfect, right? Narcissistic people are perfect. They cannot have a flaw. They're perfect. They don't make mistakes. But it's the fact of the constancy of it. It's a false reality that never ends, right? So all the things that she did to try to like paint a false picture about you, she's living it. That's why. Collective, I'm getting these downloads for you, okay? It says respect your limits. Your boundaries protect you. You're not meant to carry everything. Know where your line is, especially with this Ice King, the one who's invading your privacy. Yep. That's him right there, girl. That's the one invading your privacy. This person needs to respect your limits. The shade is real. Subtle comments reveal hidden resentment. Small signals matter. Shade never lies. It never does. This is somebody who's very pessimistic. I do get a star reverse person in this energy. Just a very negative person. They're not outward with their negativity. This one is. The feminine is. This one is more subtle, but they know what they're doing. They want to take like small jabs at you. See what I'm saying, collective? It says drama loop. The same pattern keeps returning. Lessons repeat until you understand them. Notice what keeps happening again and again. Told you, it's this repeat pattern. And this is why the ancestors needed you to know that this like whole negative like campaign against you, they want you to feel inferior. They want you to feel inferior. That's the point, right? So when you don't live out the lie and change the script and say, there's nothing for me to be afraid of because I did nothing, I didn't do anything for make you feel that way. It's your insecurities and your fears that you're afraid of that you need to make somebody else to blame for it. These people blame everybody else for everything that they do, which is why the things they said about you is actually a confession from them, because whatever they said, and I mean everything that they said, is a Freudian slip. They literally tell on themselves. Everything that they did at a job was what they did. Everything that they did in a romantic partnership is what they did. Everything is a confession. So anybody who understands narcissism knows that they flip the script. You see what I'm saying, collective? So it depends on if they're around some smart people or people who decide to believe some lies, which makes them take on other people's karma. Narcissists love people who can be manipulated. They bank on that. They're like, oh, you're stupid. You don't bother to fact check? Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. You know what I'm saying, collective? I can't make it up. People who have rose-colored glasses. I think the world is starting to really wake up more and more to narcissism. And they see that they're constant liars. This is a compulsive liar. But when you're dealing with these people, you got to take off the rose-colored glasses. You only see the good parts. Red flags blend into the background. Fantasy mixes into reality. Yep. This is what they bank on. People not being wise to who they are, what they do, and how they move. And collective, to be quite honest with you, when you're dealing with your life that is private and separate from them, these are people who don't know them either, or could be, right? So these are new partnerships. So people wouldn't have a reason to believe it. But the more people are educated about narcissists and their behavior patterns, you can see the patterns and spot them out. All right, collective? Because it says bigger goals ahead. Your ambition is expanding. You see opportunities clearly. You're ready for more. That's what they don't want. They're trying to stop it. And our last one is because you're the prize. They know they screwed up. Your ex knew that you were valuable. That job knew that you had a lot of leadership qualities, and they don't want anybody else to see it because they wasted a wonderful person to be able to partner with them. They didn't want partnerships. They wanted control. Let me say it again. They didn't want partnerships. They wanted control. Partnerships are not controlling. They partner together to build, to grow, to develop, so you can be prosperous together. Everybody can eat, but no, this is why people are actually having endings in their life and saying it's you, and it's not because of their demonic attachments, because they're so greedy and they still end up with nothing, while meanwhile, collective, you're the prize. You bring unique value. People recognize your worth. You don't need to chase anything, and that's on period, collective. I'm trying to tell you, this is what the ancestors need you to know, all right? That's going to go ahead and do it for this particular reading. If you do like this content, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, bye-bye.